Okay, everybody, it's coming up to Christmas and I'm feeling Christmassy in a few of my videos. And I want to feature in the run up a thank you to all Lara Fabian fans who've supported my channel since January of this year. And it's grown from 85 subscribers to over 5,000, heading towards 6,000. Organically growing, as they say on YouTube. And I just want to thank you, because I get wonderful letters from YouTube saying congratulations all the time and keep working, because this time next year they reckon it will implode and explode all over YouTube, and I think it will as well because of your efforts. Now, Lara Fabian fans, have a treat for you. It's something you will savor. She is, to those people that don't know, a wonderful, wonderful artist of worth. Her voice is incredible. She's a pop singer, songwriter, sold over 45 million records worldwide as of 2021, and is one of the best-selling Belgian artists of all time. She was born in Etterbeek, Brussels, to a Belgian father and Sicilian mother. Now, when we fast forward to the present day about Lara and what's been going on, Lara discreetly unveiled a collection of 12 experimental music tracks, the fruit of her introspection and her isolation during the confinement of lockdown. And it was called Lockdown Sessions, and it came out in a limited edition without a label and offered a unique journey of the singer, accompanied again by Mo Deneby. She takes on the role in 2021 at the Star Academy in the French TV. And she has also been doing roles as an actress in 2022, do you hear me? To the film Arlette. It could be Arlette or Arlette. I think it's Arlette. The artistry of Lara Fabian is a full lyric soprano with a vocal range that spans 3 octaves, from C3 to A5 in live performances, which you're going to hear with the live performance of Adagio. We're going back a while to the Philharmonic Orchestra that played with her there in Italy, and she is singing in Italian and she hits those octaves with this song. There has been many covers, everybody, which we're going to discuss now, but she's a multilingualist. She speaks Italian, French, Spanish, Sicilian, English, Flemish. She's also sung in Azerbaijani, German, Greek, Hebrew, Portuguese, Russian and Turkish. That is some catalogue of languages. Let's get going into today's song, because that is why I want to go through this quite quickly. I want to give you the background of Adagio. Adagio in G minor for strings and organ, also known as Adagio in Sol minore per archi e organo su due spunti dimezzati e su un basso numerato di Tommaso Albino, me 26. Can you imagine? The song Adagio is known as that, and that's the best Italian I can do. Is a neo-Baroque composition commonly attributed to the 18th century Venetian master Tommaso Albino, but actually composed by the 20th century museologist and Albino biographer Remo Giazzotto, purportedly based on the discovery of a manuscript fragment by Albinoni. And there is continuing scholarly debate whether the alleged fragment was real or a musical hoax perpetrated by Giazzotto, but there is no doubt about Giazzotto's authorship of the remainder of the work. In popular culture, Adagio's song that you're about to hear has been used in many films, television programs, advertisements, recordings, books, but the notable occurrences include the 1962 Orson Welles film The Trial, for Renaissance 1974 album Turn of the Cards on the track Cold as Being, in the original 1970 version of the film Rollerball, in the 1975 episode of Dragon's Domain of Space 1999, for The Doors, the 1978 album An American Prayer on the track A Feast of Friends, in Butterflies, the UK sitcom that ran from 78 to 83, used it, and in 1981, Peter Weir film Geopoli. In 1983, we're all familiar with this in my era, Flashdance. Now, if we go forward about the 1991 film The Doors at the Père Lachaise cemetery scene, it was used as well. We're also used to it being sung by Sarah Brightman, the 1998 song Anytime Anywhere from the album Eden. And then we go to the Lara Fabian. And that's when she sprang on board and did a crossover song in English and Italian, Adagio, by Lara Fabian. And that's what we're going to hear. So that's the background, the origins, and some famous people and films that have used the Adagio theme. It is covered by so many people. I still maintain on my channel I have Jonathan Antoine, and his fans are known as, I've just been told recently, Fantoine. They're Fantoines. So I'm a Fantoine because I've covered him about several times on my channel. He's the most incredible tenor of our day. I've labeled him that. I will maintain that. His voice is in Italian, English, and other languages is supreme. He's as incredible as Pavarotti. It's as simple as that, or Bocelli. I can only say that Lara Fabian in the female world is out on her own. For far too often, I've said this before previously and I'll keep it short, she's been compared to Celine Dion. But I honestly feel, because they both entered the Eurovision Song Contest at the same time some years ago, check out both reactions to both of those Eurovision songs on my channel. And yes, Celine won the competition that night, but equally Lara delivered a fabulous song. And she was up there, I think she was third. So you're talking about two women that sprangboard to our attention in the Eurovision all the way back. And fast forward, Celine has had a wonderfully successful career, and equally Lara has. But it's no different than Madonna being compared to Cyndi Lauper. Always the media needs to propel two people and compare and compare and compare. I don't know how many times they compare Andrea Bocelli to Pavarotti. I just feel Lara Fabian has a deeper vocals and a more sensual and much more gripping vocal than the higher pitched an octave of Celine Dion. But that's just my opinion. But equally, I featured Celine Dion. Check her out on my channel. But let's get going now that you've all got the background and I'm checking the minutes. I want to keep this brief and short after with the lyrics. I don't talk during the video. You'll be grateful to hear that. But I will give you my breakdown of the lyrics after we've heard the fabulous rendition of one of the most powerful, sensual deliveries of this song by any female artist. And in my opinion, the best version by a female artist. Why? Take a listen.
ti troverò adagio. Chiudo gli occhi e vedo te, trovo il cammino che mi porta via dall'agonia. Sento battere in me questa musica che ho inventato per te. E se sai dove trovarmi, se sai come cercarmi, abbracciami con la mente. Il sole mi sopraspetto, accendi il tuo nome in cielo e dimmi che ci sei, quello che vorrai vivere in te. Il sole mi sopraspetto, abbracciami nuovamente, smarrita senza idee, dimmi che sai e ci crederò. Musica adagio.
Amazing. It's hard to pause that actually. I think the video was fighting me there. Wasn't that just spectacular? And I think it's a wonderful build up to a wonderful year I've had. And sorry for the lights adjusting because it's nighttime. I'm uploading this video and it's just nighttime lights and I haven't got the fancy camera that adjusts automatically. It would probably have a headache if it did, but let's keep it to Lara Fabian. A wonderful live performance. Just the kind of music building up to Christmas we need, instead of all those Christmassy jingles that we hear in the supermarket places and when we're out shopping now building up towards the big day. It's just nice to have relaxing, wonderful performers that put you at ease, and she always does that to me. I have been a huge fan of Lara Fabian. As long as I've been a fan, I think of Shirley Bassey. I always thought nobody reigned as much as Shirley when it came to deliverance of songs and the passion. But you've got to say that Belgium has produced the most fabulous singer in Lara Fabian, because there's nobody quite like her. There really isn't. And when people were pitting her against Celine Dion, I thought that was awful fair to the two singles, because they, you know, they did their own thing and they're hugely successful in their own right, and deservingly so. So my applause. Bit of a throat today. My applause today goes to Lara Fabian. Let's get into the lyrics and let's try and wrap this up as quick as we can, because the lyrics are in English, but they'll be in 32 other languages with this video as well. So today you got bit of bio, It starts, I don't know where to find you. I don't know how to reach you. I hear your voice in the wind. I feel you under my skin, within my heart and my soul. I wait for you. Addio. All of these nights without you, all of my dreams surround you. I see and I touch your face. I fall into your embrace. When the time is right, I know you'll be in my arms. So it's a love ballad, Addio, about waiting for the person to fall in their arms, and you're willing to wait because you know you found the love of your life. It continues, I close my eyes and I find a way. No need for me to pray. I've walked so far, I've found so hard. Nothing more to explain. I always say the best kind of love is the purest kind of love. And when your heart is given and you know that person's for you, karma will come round to bless you. I always say that. I know it continues, that remains is a piano that plays. If you know where to find me, if you know how to reach me. Before this light fades away, before I run out of faith, be the only man to say. So what she's waiting for is for the person, that man, to say, I love you too, as much as you love me. Of course, frustration and time will run out for any normal person waiting. But sometimes it's better to wait and receive what you want than to be impatient and force an issue and make that person run away. It continues, be the only man to say that you'll hear my heart, that you'll give your life, forever you'll stay. So I hear the future in her heart is wedding bells. She's thinking of the wedding, the exchange of rings, the love. I think that's why this ballad is played so often at weddings, because it really does exchange the words of two people, that when you do say, I love you, and now pronounce you man and wife, all of that, it's forever you'll stay. And that's what we all want. And if you're still seeking it, I wish you all the good luck in the world. I really do, in finding that forever person that will stay. I truly mean that. It finishes, don't let this light fade away. Don't let me run out of faith. Be the only man to say that you believe. Make me believe. You won't let go. Addio. And that is the lyrics, everybody. And that was the English translation of the song she sung that touched the hearts of millions of Italian people that watched that program, as well as the people in the audience. If you were in the audience, please comment and tell me. I'm sure you were absolutely bowled over, just like we all were. Until the next time, thank you for listening to the background of Addio, to Lara Fabian's update, and to the wonderful song Addio, and happy Christmas 2022 to all of you. Take care.